wanted to talk about a few different things today, for real, for real. I'm gonna make this quick though. I wanted to talk about the inside of a classroom. I should have became a teacher. Man, for real. I wanted to talk about, you know, birthdays in the classroom. Today's my son's birthday. He's going to school. I just want to talk about peer pressure for kids. I realized that so far I'm not trying to get on the teachers. When I first moved out here, I used to get on them. But I'm not trying to get on them. I'm trying to get on the kids, man. Let's do it for them. Like, we could shape them, but they're not definitely watching these videos. So I'm trying to do it for the parents more so. And I would think a parent or a teacher would see this. So that way they could be the ones to inspire that young brain. Man, I need to put my ear on faster. But, man. So, what we're going to talk about, though, is a teacher in Austin, Texas. I don't know his name. Middle school teacher, though. He kind of looked like what I can't say my science teacher. My science teacher was Russian. But he looked, you know, he's just a white man. But I don't know, I was gonna say he looked like a teacher I had. And I was kind of, you know, sick of me racist. I was on first. Anyway, though, he apparently, I saw the video. A kid was recording him from behind while he was saying that he believes that his race, the white race, Caucasians are the superior race. So he was saying that to a group of kids, and mind you, the white kids that was sitting around, there's a mixed audience, about 6 kids around, maybe 7. There's about 2 black kids that look like they were sitting there, 2 younger African foundational black Americans, and they had their hand over their mouth. The other kids that was around, if they was maybe Puerto Rican, maybe Asian or something like that, or definitely someone was white, they was more so laughing. And I don't know who was holding the camera, but he was like, so you're saying that white people are better than everybody, or something like that, or the best, or something like that. And he was like, let me explain, blah, blah, blah. Let me get it all. Let me really convince you of this nonsense bullshit that I'm confusing your brains with. Like, come on, get your lame ass out of here. That was so corny. He like, let me explain. Like, he think he breaking something down. No, you ain't breaking nothing down. He was talking about something. Oh man, people are afraid to admit it. Ain't nobody afraid to admit nothing. People been saying it. It ain't true, first of all, with this Confucius bull crap that you doing to us. You gonna sit there and tell a group of kids, what was the point of you doing that? What was the point though? Like, yeah, we got recorded that, but what was the point of that? How did that lead to that? What was you talking about, something in history, and you was like, man, my people are just the best. Man, we are fire. We be getting it done. You know what? My bad, I didn't even offer you to sit back, relax, pull the seat back. Pull the seat back. Yeah, pull the seat back, relax. Didn't even give you the offers. My bad. But listen to me. How did that start? I want to know more about this teacher. Because honestly, he looked like one of them teachers that would say this or would have said this before. He looks like one of them. He does. He honestly looks like somebody that looks like would say that before. He looks like somebody who said that all the time. He does. He just looks like that type of person. You go look at people who say that. Like, I've been told people who look at me and they feel like I'm very professional. What am I doing? Then there's other people that look at me and think I'm dumb. But usually those people are white people. That's all. That's white people. My own people don't usually, if they do, that's their fault. Because they're younger and that's the time, the phase they in their life. But this dude, you gonna look at him and tell that he has something else that he may feel about some things. Just because he looks like he won't open his mouth if I was around. He looked like he won't open his mouth if those parents was around. He looked like he won't open his mouth if the class was all black. He looked like he might have said that if the class was all white. I don't know. He looked like he picks and chooses who he wants to say that thing to. But he looked extremely comfortable saying that. Extremely comfortable. Mind you, I ain't gonna say because the entitlement of white people. We've been through that. That's just how it go. But how did that conversation build up? How did that even happen? That kid pulled out the phone to record him, dummy. Look at you. Y'all must have been talking about that for a minute. And that kid was like, hold up, I'm about to get this. This don't feel right. Dummy. It probably was a white kid recorded too. Like, let's see what the world thinks about this then. Let's see what the world thinks about what you think the world thinks. Like, come on. How did that conversation come about, for real, for real? How? He felt really comfortable though. He probably really got them kids' attention. He was probably a good teacher. That'd be the part that'd be crazy, because them be the coolest ones, the ones that be quiet, They personal opinion we really don't know much about. The ones that we do know a lot about, yeah, they cool too, real cool. But the ones we don't know much about, the ones that get straight to the work, they be the ones that might give, let you slide with a certain grade or something like that, because they see the effort, but they more like you don't know them on no personal tip. So he does look like he could have potential to be a cool teacher. Obviously, how this dumbass conversation came about, it wasn't like he was going off on the kids. Look comfortable. He's sitting on the desk. It looked like one of them times where the teacher get in the middle of the class, or he just grabbed a few kids at the end of the class talking to him. It looked like a very comfortable, safe environment. He effed up all that for that. I had a better conversation, man. Today's my son's birthday. It's all realizing I'm doing this on the YouTube, man. There's gonna be so many ways to talk about stuff that's going on with teachers and students in the news, and I guess that's always what I wanted to do. I always want to do that. But for this one, that's gonna be pretty much this one for now. Man, I would say go check out the video, but let me know what y'all think. Do you think black people are the superior race? Do you think white people are the inferior race? I know. I ain't even gonna say. I'm just flipping it around. Like, why? People, if he could say that, like, come on now, come on, and he could feel it, and we could know it's true. Remember, those are his words. Like, come on now, this is the internet. I could play around with it too. But we are all black people. We all come from black people. We all come from Africa. Excuse me. We all do. Different climates change the way our appearance look. Right beside melanin. We all come from the most elevated land on the planet. I'm gonna catch you guys later though. Shout out to that student who recorded it. Shout out to him. Great job. You knew that wasn't right. You knew that was bugged out. You wanted to see what the world think about it. But that's the thing about nowadays. Everything's gonna get caught, man. Everything's gonna get caught. So I had to ask my son, like, hey, you got, and mind you, I really don't even want to push this on them because I don't want them looking for that. I really don't. I don't want them going around looking for the teacher that's making dumb comments or racist stuff. I want them to just know it when it happens. That's why I try not to be real sarcastic with them. I mean, I play with them like that, yeah, but I try to, treat them like how the world's gonna treat you, but with a lot of love instead. So it kind of gets confusing at times because there's always a lot of love with it, but it's a lot of sanctions too, a lot of being held accountability. A lot of accountability I put on my kids too, with that all being said. But yeah, I try to keep them aware of things. But like I told y'all in other videos, I did not come from a white school or a school with white kids in it, so that and I did not come from a school in 2022. I did not come from a school with cell phones in it until I was at high school, and even then, cell phones wasn't super big. It was just a thing. Like it was big, but it really wasn't. Like it was just whatever. We was more so trying to make sure we kept our phone without getting it taken. Like from the teachers in schools and all that. It was big when you outside though, not like in the school. It really wasn't. It wasn't nothing like, yeah, it was cool to have a certain phone, but nowadays it's different. Like the phone's probably everything. I have no clue. The apps is everything. So, and I'm just saying that to say like, I try to teach my kids the way that I grew up. I should share them with my experience. That's how we all should. We can't teach them the way we grew up. However he grew up, talking about his race is superior. That's how you grew up, and that's how you feel when you go out. You probably feel like the door getting held from you. Oh, that's my race. You probably feel like, oh, you getting a deal at the store. Oh, that's my race. What? You feel like you got that parking spot when you got to work. Oh, that's my race. So holding me down. Like what? What? These are coincidences. Yes, white people definitely have privilege, sure, whatever. But there's still times where white people don't. Like, come on now. I don't know. Like, I'm just not about to give him all that credit that he just sat there and tried to make it seem like it was just so easy to say. Like, get out of here. You're not getting all that credit. For what? For how easily you're saying it with no context, no nothing. You ain't even bring up the history side of it. You ain't even tell your kids how there's... You ain't even tell your kids how that, I had to put that down for a second. You ain't even tell your kids how, what I mean? Where all people come from. He want to talk about, he brought up race too. He was like, obviously, he brought up like, he just brought up race, like, but he didn't bring up the origin of it. Like, come on now. I know I wasn't there for the origin, but we all know. Are you in denial of that? What are you so willing to admit about, but then you be in denial of other things? Huh? I'm confused. You was ready to admit that, but you can't admit that we are all the same. We all came from each other. You have black in you. I have 0 white in me. Like what? I'm confused, bro. What was the point? Let's get back to that. What was the point? Man, this video is getting a little lengthy. I appreciate the time. Always. I need to fix my thing so I can have it laid up so I can be sitting back with me. Let me know if y'all want me to start showing my face, man. I could do show my face in some of these. Like these. This would have been good when I show my face. I'd be hot, like dumb stuff. Like, come on. I just wanted the kids to do how they responded. Those kids, shout out to all those kids in there. The black kids did what y'all supposed to do, put your hand over your mouth, like, oh, what in the hell is he talking about? The white kids laughing. They was more so laughing because they laughing because it's like, he really just said this. Like, it's more like, the black kids not gonna laugh. They wanna laugh, but you around a bunch of other white kids, so it's like, they gonna be the ones to laugh. And mind you, if it was a black teacher saying something dumb like that, which I'm trying to think how a black teacher would, but a black teacher wouldn't. But if there's a black teacher saying something or just speaking on being pro-black, which is not anti-white, remember. But if he was doing, what he did was being anti-everybody. He would just say, he gonna say he didn't say he don't like people. He would just say, no, mine is just superior. What does that mean? So that means that nobody else matters. If you feel like yours is superior, literally no one else matters. So what are you trying to say? You got those kids' attention. You had their heart, man, and you crushed it just now with the nonsense, with the dummery. The dummery. I'm gonna start using that word for y'all. The dummery stuff, man. Come on. Shout out to those kids though. They did their thing. Shout out to them. They was being normal. They was being natural. They responded how they could have. They didn't overreact to young black kids. Thank God for that. So they wasn't on the news either. Thank God for that. You know what I mean? Thank God. I'm glad for that. The white kids, I'm glad they didn't overreact either. I'm glad. I'm glad everybody just did what they did, took it for what it was, and he's going now. But now the kids are gonna be careful. They might, we recorded the teacher saying that they're gonna fire his ass. Yo, the life is crazy now, yo. The kids, they know that he's gonna get fired. I bet you they did not know he's gonna get fired. But now they know. You record that nonsense, you even open your mouth and say it, you get too lax. You're out of here. You're out of here. Strike. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all later. We're gonna find some more dummery stuff and talk about, but some good stuff, some more positive stuff like I usually do. I'm probably gonna split it up. This and that, there and there, here and there. Yeah. I wanted to talk about the inside of a classroom. I really did. And like the things that motivate kids as soon as they walk in the classroom, that feeling I had. I'm gonna get to that video though, probably tomorrow, depending on what news is out. All right, y'all. Blessings be upon y'all. Hit the next say, what's up about the channel. I always appreciate the time that y'all take to listen to me. Thanks.